what's happening? Welcome to the Red Men TV. Welcome to the San Siro, where Liverpool lead with one more famous victory. And isn't it funny? We've been saying for ages how goals change narratives in football games, and I was mentally sort of writing this in my head in the closing stages of that game, thinking drab, bit drab. The way I sort of described, I think it might have been Paige. I could describe it this way through the week. Liverpool in the last few games, it's a bit like that swimming lesson you used to have in school, where they used to make you swim in pyjamas because it was more difficult, so it helped the teacher. Like if you fall in the water when you're clothed, this is how you handle it. And that's how Liverpool have played, especially today. The amount of times, particularly in the second half, where I was watching going, Liverpool have got no one in the areas where I want them to have players, and that is out wide. And I've got so used to Liverpool having their best players in the wide positions. We've gotten used to, obviously, Mohamed Salah, but Sadio Mane and Diaz out there. And look, and Cody Gakpo, to be fair, you know, he's not had a great season, but his return's been okay. But it's not the point. We're not here to bash Cody Gakpo. We're here to say that Liverpool tactically basically gave up those areas of the pitch. And when you look at what they do and look how they set up with the back four that they had, you're thinking, well, is there scope for the fullbacks to get forward and be that width? But they weren't really doing that, particularly with Andy Robertson's a bit limited and Gomez was a bit limited as well. The idea of playing, of swimming in your pyjamas, what I got was when we brought on when we brought on sorry, I've got a friend sat next to me who does not like to be on camera, but he's also quite medicine when he wants to be as well. Anyway, listen, you know, we left it late to make the big substitutions, and Bert kind of moves over to the left-hand side, and Conor Bradley comes on at right back, and all of a sudden he's getting to the byline and putting crosses in and getting into the box and being dangerous, and you're like, okay, well that's something. And look, I'm not sure I'm ready for Liverpool to move away from wingers. I don't think the Ekatike's thing up front was a particular success, but obviously without Gakpo, without Salah, without Chiesa, we were a little more limited by what we could do, and that's what the manager tried to do. Once again, Josh Williams called it on the podcast this week, tried to make it a lower event game of football. And Liverpool, we're all right. It was a very good, solid European away performance. They had a few moments, and they will do. They're a good team in their ground, but to come to this ground in that sort of environment, and Liverpool to, I think they shaded it over. I think they shaded it overall, and ultimately shaded it because of the result. But yeah, this ends up being, because of the penalty, which I can't tell you whether it was a penalty or not, but I'm glad we got it. Ends up being like a famous, like, smash and grab away European win, which is a classic Liverpool. We've become spoiled by Liverpool going everywhere and battering everyone, and we do need to go back to basics, and hopefully that will come. Hopefully we've got gears to go up to. But if this is like almost like the punishment for this team, is like, I'm not going to lie, is to play loads of free-flowing football, loads of attackers, everyone's going to have to do loads of dirty work, and then we're going to earn the right to go up gears, then this was an encouraging game, you know. And all of a sudden the form guide across all comps starts to look a little bit better for us, doesn't it? But yeah, everyone's leaving here with smiles on their faces, and again, a few minutes earlier it was a lot of people skulking out, going, oh God, well, it was nice to be away from home. It's nice to, Milan's a beautiful city, isn't it? So yeah, good on Dominic Szoboszlai for stepping up and taking it. And it's not really a truly famous win for Liverpool, is it? But it's a very, very necessary one. I had a chat with someone in just walking around Milan today, talking about the aim's got to get into that playoff round, and just get out of the league phase. And look, winning here tonight puts us in a strong position to get into the automatic qualifications. Cool, that's what we've got to do. Liverpool have got to make sure they're still in the Champions League while they're rebuilding whatever it is they're trying to do with this season. So yeah, I thought the midfield played well. I thought Curtis Jones was really, really good. I thought defensively we're really solid. Obviously Ibu has a couple of his sort of moments, but they don't end up costly, but then he has some good moments as well, and he's getting the crowd chanting his name, which is fantastic. Alisson makes an absolutely sensational best save of the game late in the first half to keep the scores level. So yeah, this is just not stunning, not spectacular, not absolutely incredible, but you know what is incredible? The San Siro. Let me just show you it. Genuinely grew up watching this football ground, and so many like old editions of FIFA and then go back to Italia 90, and to, you know, I know Liverpool have been here a lot in recent years, but to actually come to this ground, and not just come to the ground and be here before they knock it down, to go here and watch Liverpool win. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So listen, Liverpool have won a game of football. Doesn't it feel great? Embrace that rather than the issues, because it feels like they can be resolved and improved upon. The mission was to stop the rot, and the rot has been stopped in the last week. Can Liverpool go up another gear? Look, it remains to be seen, and we'll have to wait and hope and cross our fingers, because we've certainly got the players to do it. But yeah, anyway, whatever. Let's not worry too much about the future for now, because we've been going so long without seeing Liverpool consistently win games of football and lose so many games of football. It's now been 4 games since we lost. That's something, right? Yeah, I think it is. There will be a match vlog over on Maych TV, which is my channel, so do come and click over onto that one if you want more. Head to Redmen Plus for the player rankings, post-match show as well, and if you're joining the Legends here, subscribe over there. We're doing giveaways, including the Kenny Dalglish signed shirt on Christmas Day. So yeah, redmenplus.com. Nice one, Szobo. Thank you so much.